Alright, well, we're going to start on this pull down machine today for back and by. I'm not going to go nearly as heavy as I have in the past on it, looking for more light squeezing sets today to start off this workout. Ooh. Yeah. I'll plug you a little bit. Ooh. Alright, we're not going to move too far from where we just were. Use this chest supported row machine. Pretty freaking good one, so. Okay. Next set.
Tries, chest, legs and cracks.
Ooh. All right, 2 more sets of these. Did you change my weight? Okay. 2 more slightly heavier sets of these. Oh, God. All right, we're just going to go ahead and follow those heavy chest support rows with some more moderate in weight bent over rows. So we'll try reverse grip today. Nah, I don't like as much. Those are feeling heavy after those rows on the machine. If you've ever been to like a decent amount of different gyms in your time gymming, you know that each 45 does not indeed weigh the same. I would say these are the heaviest plates we've ever used in all the gyms we go to. And it's funny because like I want to say it was last back day, we hit bent over rows over on the deadlifting platform with the padded 45 deadlifting plates. And those felt way wider than these. So I will say, hitting that machine for so heavy right before these probably is playing a part into how taxing these are feeling. One more of those. Ooh. Last set of these. Ooh. This has been really good. Back day already, just for exercises in. I don't know if we'll do them anymore. We might do. I'm really feeling reverse grip pull downs. And outside, I don't know, maybe some pullovers. But other than that, we're probably just going to get to the bicep portion of this workout. So. Ooh, probably shouldn't have followed those after a little machine, but oh well. Alright, so I am feeling some reverse grip pull downs. Not too sure on if I'm feeling heavy balls to the wall or just decent and controlled. We'll see. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Ooh. Yes, good. Ooh. 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 I seen that. Joking. Ooh.
I know, like my understanding is like
Donating to shift the doctrine or change the doctrine and the teachings of the traditions of the church in 2,000 years. So you look at the history of Rome, has like Vatican II, all the different. They've had conferences in which
That's right.
You got like Vatican II, where the Pope is basically saying like, yeah, ecumenism isn't a heresy. We can treat the Protestants like that. It was one of the super liberal people moments.
not liberal.
Huh?
Not liberal.
Not liberal.
Not either.
I'm very, 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 very.
All right. Go. Oh, I've never felt this more than after hitting those close grip. Holy cow. Oh.
Not guilty, but like
These schools want to
Back and by, boy.
The old law was and what purpose does it serve to retain the old law? If it's already been fulfilled, what you're saying is that Jesus Christ is not God. And saying that the old covenant is not fulfilled in Jesus Christ, you're saying Jesus Christ is not God. Full ROM.
Full WOM ended at about set it rep 8.
Christ is God. Correctly. You know.
Ooh.
That's another reason God showed because they denied it.
Ooh. Ooh, is there a new line there? Right. Yeah. There's something. Heck yeah. Now I just need new lines, right here. Ooh. Oh. All right. Time for your spider curl action. All right, we had to raise the incline a tad. This bench has a weird knob at the bottom that we were hitting during our sets. So I say we, Brandon didn't have to deal with it. I was hitting it, and I fixed the bench. So you'll hard than I prefer to spider curls, but now I can get a full range of motion. All right. Last set of these. I'm feeling two more bicep exercises. Maybe 3. More likely 2. Brandon's showing me the peace sign, and I assume that means 3 more. We'll see. See how we're feeling.
A piece of me, I wish I didn't
All right, no wasting time here. We just finished those drag curls. I'm not even, spider curls. Not even gonna waste any time changing the weights. I think this will feel good for some drag curls. If not, heavier.
seen this. Right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Screw it. I'm not the biggest fan of this curl machine, but I'm in the mood for it, so.
They're like half of I know. It ain't fun. I ain't gonna sit there and play.
More set-ups, and we'll be done. Alright, I'm gonna do a bit of a drop set here. Maybe even switch to single arm on the drop and just alternate 5 and 5 till failure. That's what we call chasing the pump, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some cardio in. Alright guys, let's get this treadmill going. Last time I used the treadmill at this particular gym, I did do the 16% incline, so that's where we're heading today. So, let's let it get there. It takes its sweet time, and if I start changing the speed, it will stop raising the incline. So, actually, I should probably just start the speed. There. Okay, now get to start going up. Okay, so let's talk about this arm day. Or arm day. Man, my blood is still in my biceps, I guess. That was a phenomenal back and by day. 5 back exercises, and 3 of them were particularly lat focused. The other ones were mid back. Ooh, maybe some rhomboid action. So pretty well rounded back day in my opinion. And then the biceps, 4 exercises. What did we do? Cable, spider, drag, preacher curl machine. Fantastic. I got an amazing bicep pump right now. Like, no complaints at all right now with the results of that workout. And doing something like a drag curl, reverse curl, or a hammer curl. It's definitely something that needs to start being implemented more into our workouts because they are more brachialis focused. I think they're going to hit the brachialis, and that's going to build a bigger peak in the biceps. That being said, I don't want the peak to get too high because you do want your shoulder, like where it peaks when you're hitting like a front double bi, to be about the same, if not a hair smaller than the peak of your bicep. And what's going to give the effect there is a good capped front delt and then a good bicep peak. So front delts need to work. All my shoulders need work, every head. But the front delts are going to need to catch up with the biceps. And then the biceps do need a more dramatic peak as it is. So that's something I'm trying to work on right now. But overall, fantastic workout. Some heavier sets, some lighter, more controlled, some balls to the wall, caution to the wind after like 8 reps sets, like the pullovers. You know, I hit like set rep 8 on like that 4th set and just started doing half reps because I could not get through the full range. My lats would not let me. They were too pumped. But I think good balance over every day. Great exercise selection for what I'm trying to accomplish. Overall, great workout. So no complaints here. So tomorrow will be chest and tri. I do think out of the two, I rather focus more on chest than tri. I've been pretty vocal that I think my triceps are overdeveloped, is not at least where I need them or want them to be. And any pressing, anything revolving around a lockout is going to hit tricep pretty well anyways. So there might only be 3 or 4 tricep exercises tomorrow. But in terms of chest, I'm thinking probably those Janicki flies again. For sure. I've never felt anything like that in my life. Maybe some cable crossover press. Definitely that incline bench machine. I'm sorry, I love that thing too much. Like, it is one of the best machines I've ever felt. And I'm thinking of single arm bench. One of the machines. Let it be. I think the incline could feel pretty good. You'd sit sideways in the machine, get your arm in, and push out. The incline might move really well for that. But I'm also thinking that stack loaded bench press next to the pec deck and the shoulder press would also feel really good for that. But now that I'm sitting here discussing it, I do think if we put the starting position for the arms on the incline, at its lowest, and get in and come out this way, that might actually, it's going to cause it to hit your upper chest. So we'll start bottom and run up those fibers. So 1 to 2. But a single arm press of some kind will happen. Pec deck for sure. I'm feeling skull crushers for one of the tricep exercises. Yeah, it's on top of my head. But it also depends on how my wrist feels. I might just use their straight bar and put some plates on it. I'm not the biggest fan of the easy curl bars here. They did feel fine last time we did skull crushers, but my wrist has been a bit iffy. So probably just play it safe, go with the straight bar. Bothers my wrist a lot less, especially if we're hitting bench tomorrow anyways. Chances are, depending on how my wrist feels, it's already gonna, be feeling a little bit from all the pressing. That being said, it did bother me last back and body end, and then it bothered me chest and try. So we'll see. It's kind of like any curling right now. Anything push it just too much this way, and me fighting it, it's been bothering it, which is weird. That's normally not an issue, but here lately, it has been. I don't think I've somehow messed up my grip on curls or switched my grip unintentionally to, in any way, shape, or form, put my wrist at risk, but maybe I did. I don't know. But yeah, that's just what it is. It's kind of hurting right now. Play it safe. Don't get hurt. If I absolutely need to, I have wrist straps. So, but that's just some of what I'm feeling tomorrow. There'll be more to it than that. But those are like the guarantees of what will happen tomorrow that I am feeling right now. So, in fact, I might see how that single arm feels before Brandon gets here tomorrow to ensure, like, okay, that feels how I want it to. And I'll test it between the incline and the stack loaded machine and see, which one feels better for that. But I think, I've never tried it. I've seen people do it. And obviously, you guys are probably thinking the same. So look, he said the same thing. And I think I've seen like 2 videos of him doing them now, where he said he's seen people do them. Never really thought doing it himself, wasn't for him. Started doing them. Turns out he really likes doing them. So I'm at least somewhat interested in adding that into the routine and seeing how that feels, because I could see it, the science of it, right? So we have fibers running through our chest, some vertically, like just straight across, some more diagonal, right? Or more at an angle. And so the beauty is you want to follow those fibers of a movement. And I could see doing that single arm, sitting in it sideways, almost pushing across the body. I could see how that follows the path of the fibers more than a normal press would, or even a fly, and really hit it in a way that you want it normally, using the machine with both arms and just pressing. So, interested to see how they feel. I'm an open book when it comes to weight training. I love trying new stuff. If I see something and I'm like, you know what, that might be worth giving a try, see how it feels, see how my body responds to it, how my body recovers, how good is the stretch, how good is the mind-muscle connection, how good of a time or attention can I get. That's what I love about those Janicki flies. First time ever doing them, they might become a staple of every chest day, because I've never felt such a deep stretch and such like a insane connection to my chest. Like, truly. So that's where my mind is with those. Is every chest day, every other chest day, those might be a variation of flies that get hit. And I'm looking forward to that a lot. So I think that's all there is to say. Talked about this workout, gave you a heads up of what's planned for tomorrow. I'm talking to a buddy right now who knows a little bit more about merch stores, because he has an online store of his own. And it sounds like I got everything pretty well figured out for the merch store. So I will announce the official launch of that pretty soon. And you guys will get a look at what the merch looks like in that announcement. And yeah, merch store merch store coming soon. I had an aneurysm on the treadmill. I blamed the treadmill. So yeah. Until then, there's only one way to support the channel if you want to. Harder and Less on supplements, code JS15. Again, I do personally like the supplements. I get that there's controversy around the people who own or co-own the company, but I do like the supplements themselves You do not have to give him your money if you don't want to. That's why I'm trying to get the merch store set up. Is maybe you guys just want to support me or the channel without giving Greg Doucette or Hussein Farhat your money. So, is what it is. I'm gonna do my best to get that up and running soon. That doesn't mean my Heart or My Stem supplement sponsorship will end. I have kind of dipped my toes in the pool of other brands, being an investor for them. We'll see if anything comes of that, and then maybe maybe I'll switch brands. But for now, Heart or My Stem's where we're at, and I'm not gonna take that for granted because I've wanted to dip my toes into the industry for years. Back on 300 pounds, I didn't know that I was going to like the gym, that I was going to enjoy the gym, that I was going to fall in love with it, that I was going to get my personal training and nutrition certification, that I was going to go balls to the wall into this stuff. I really didn't. At the time, I thought I was going to be an artist or a graphic designer. I got into graphic design because I loved art as a kid. I was very much an artist. I wanted to become a comic book artist. So I started stylizing all my drawing style off of comic drawings, like John Romita Sr. or Todd McFarlane, and trying to emulate their styles with like Spider-Man, because that was my favorite character growing up. And I would look up on my phone like a cover or page from an image from one of the comics of theirs, and I'll try to draw it. And I had a realization in my teenage years that it's very hard to make money as an artist. A lot of artists, you've heard the stuff in art class, didn't make any money off of their art until they passed, right? So in my mind, I was like, okay, the modern day version of becoming a well-known artist is being a graphic designer. So I went to trade school, learned graphic design. No one gives one crap this day and age if you have a certification in graphic design. They want a degree, and the same thing goes with my personal training and nutrition. Everywhere I've applied to goes, we want you to have a bachelor's degree in either exercise science or kinesiology, which is the study of the body and how it moves. It's the best way to explain that if you don't know what it means, but you can look up yourself. But that's the basic idea. So, and as much as I want to go back to school and get those degrees and then renew my PT nutrition and become a personal trainer, I don't have the time or money for that right now. That would be something that would have to happen after this summer shredding and after building my own gym, because then I could train people at my own gym. But as of right now, I have one secular goal, and that is the show. And the plan is to at least podium, if not win the show. There will be sponsorships and, cash prize and all that involved in running that show. And then I want to take that and open the gym, and I want to build the best gym I can. I'm talking having some of the best equipment in the game, and I can't even think right now. But there are certain pieces of equipment, novelists. There's a lot of novelist equipment that I want to get my hands on, because there's nothing like that out here. A lot of the gyms are old equipment that they found used from Show Me something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but maybe it's called Show Me Weights or Show Me some. But it's Missouri, so of course it's Show Me. But it's a place that sells old used gym equipment, and a lot of gyms in this area rely on them. So it's a lot of old here it's all W&Q or Body Solid. At Steelville, it's a lot of Life Fitness. Same thing at Cuba. It's a lot of Life Fitness. So not a lot of of the good stuff, novelist. Not that any of these machines are bad. Some of these W and Q machines here and body solid machines here are some of the best I've ever used in the area. And I will definitely be looking when I build my gym to add some of the same equipment. But I want to build, I mean, it's gonna blow. If I can build the gym I have envisioned, it's going to blow any other gym in Missouri away. Truly. As someone who's lived here all my life, especially in this area, not only are there not many gyms outside of big any times or planets, but there are quite a few gyms like this that are your typical, mom and pop shop kind of deal, where it's like it's family owned, $40 a month, no contracts, no nothing, no sign up fees. But they built it one day because they egg gymming. It's never maintained. They're never in here kind of ordeal. A lot of those around here in Missouri. And this one's not bad. But I'm talking, black and gray walls, the black rubber flooring, black ceiling, the good, either the good octagon lights or hexagon lights, like really good downlighting lights, mirrors everywhere. I'm talking about multiple benches, multiple squat power racks, multiple power deadlift platforms, the best machines I can get my hands on, dumbbells up to 200, 150 minimum if that's all I can afford, but 200. I have big ambitions for the gym. I even have a few buildings in the area in mind that can either be renovated and maybe even expanded on, do an add-on that would be perfect for it, or demolish and use the land. But I have a place in Stillville I have in mind, my hometown, a place in Cuba I have in mind, the other place I gym, because the only gym in Cuba is Get Fit, so I'd only be competing with them. And there's a really good building I could take if it's still for sale. But big ambitions. But the plan would be win the show, if not podium. But I do think I can win it. So do the show, win, get a sponsorship, get the cash prize, down payment on a building or down payment on the loan to build a building and everything. Build the gym, get it going. And yeah, but for all that, the channel's gonna remain. I'll probably be in there showing you guys the construction of the gym and the journey of that. There'll still be workout videos, obviously. I'm never gonna stop doing these. So that's fun right now. I fell in love with fitness, and I want to see it grow up across my state. I want to see everyone get into it, get healthier. I want to see more options, because I would say in our general area, more and more people have gotten into gymming, and gyms have gotten crowded around here, and there's not more. And so I'm gonna give people another place to work out at. The gyms are gonna be called, I won't spoil it up because I need to get trademarked, but there's a name, logo, everything already made. I've been thinking about this for years, but I want to build the first one in either Cuba or Stillville, and I want to go from there. I want to hit all the surrounding areas: Sullivan, Bourbon, St. James, Rolla, Cuba, hit all of them, and have a gym in each one of those towns that are around the same quality. And that's a big, ambitious move to start and own multiple gyms, but it's got to start with one. And so that's what we're working towards. I have a vision, and I want to accomplish that vision. And you guys help me accomplish that vision every day, because one day there's going to be a merch store open. One day this channel is going to have enough people to monetize it, and that's all going to go towards the dream. It's going to help better channel, better camera, better mics. It's going to help towards getting the gym started and up and running. And I'm doing my best not to get discouraged. You know, I got a few cents to my name and 90 miles to empty in my tank right now. So it's hard not to look at that and get discouraged because of where I am in life right now. But I believe that we can do it. I'm not going to stop pushing towards it. I'm not going to let anything stop me, anything drag me down. You guys have been an awesome support line. Your comments, your liking the videos, subscribing, all that is encouraging. That's why I'm able to keep pushing, because there are days that I don't want to cook a pound of ground chicken, put it in a bowl, and eat it with sriracha sauce and no sugar added ketchup and call it a meal. There's days where I really don't want to down a protein shake. There's days where 21 minutes of cardio is all I really want to do. But I know I got to push past that. And knowing that I have you guys to not only support me, but I have to prove myself to you that you following this channel is worth something, that your support was worth something. That helps push me, because at the moment there's 79 of you who want to see me get to 160 and step up on stage next June or July, whenever they end up doing it. But I know it's normally in June, so next June, you guys are watching to see me accomplish that goal. It's called the journey to 160. But I don't want to fail you guys and not get there. Truly. And so I don't want to fail myself. So thank you guys for the love and support. Even if it's something as simple as watching the video. I see that stuff. I notice it. I notice the view count. And I feel honored to be a part of any of your guys' days, because I don't deserve it. So love you guys. Thank you for your support. Merch coming soon. I think I said everything I need to say. You like the video? So if you made it this far and you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You made it this far anyways. And I'll see you tomorrow for chest and try, which sounds like a good time. I almost want to hit it right now. But I'll see you then.